Howdy, it's Jim Morado, and this is early June 2024. We're on Mackinac Island, and we were here for a few days, and we stopped over at the Grand Hotel. A little look at the Mackinac Bridge from there, and a look at some of the flowers in front of the Grand Hotel. A little historic marker, a little information. And yeah, certain times they have dress codes, they have certain standards, and if you're not a guest, they charge you $12 to come and look around. Just for what that's worth, keep that in mind when you're going. Yeah, there we go. We literally did see people kind of come up, and then when they realized there was a fee to walk in, they left. Which is understandable. We had Googled around. We knew that they did that coming in, but yeah, it was. Yeah, by the way, that is pretty. Forget everything else. It is one darn pretty place. It is an over-the-top hotel. It is spectacular. It is grand, and they do have some great flowers. Just a pretty hotel in a pretty area, pretty island. Perfect in so many ways. But it is the only hotel that I've ever been to where they charge you to come and look around. If you know of any others in the U.S., let me know. I've stayed at and been to a lot of hotels. A lot of one's nicer than this, and this is the only one I've ever seen do that. And this is us standing in line. There's the fella in front of us paying his $12, and they give you a little map. And even with your $12, there's certain areas you still can't go to. You can't roam around the halls where the rooms are. But yeah, and I will say, I don't want to say they were rude about it, but even as we were walking up to the hotel, we were approached twice by staff. And they were trying to be polite, but it was like, "Hello, are you a guest? Okay, well you pay over here," and it's like, well. Okay, that's where we're going, thank you. And then as we were walking there, somebody else approached us. It had a bit of a greedy feel to it, just to be honest. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. Also wanted to say that, it's the sort of thing that, we're looking forward to going back to Mackinac Island, but we've been here, we can check this off, we're done. No reason to go back. There was nothing here that made us go, man, I can't wait to get back there. It is spectacular, though. No doubt about it. No way around it. It is something special. We did eat at one of their restaurants. It was very good. Yeah, it was very good, and the price was right. I'll probably put up another video about that. But yeah, there's several restaurants. A couple of the restaurants you can eat at without paying the $12. They do have a little coffee shop, a little cafe, of course a couple of gift shops, and the staff, once we were inside, the staff was very helpful. And there they are. And of course, the 1979 movie Somewhere in Time was filmed here. Christopher Reeves and Jane Seymour. And by the way, that is just a great movie. And if you're a sci-fi fan, the movie was basically taken from Richard Matheson, who also wrote I Am Legend. So yeah, of course, it's a pretty movie with pretty actors and a pretty setting, but it is, in my opinion, pretty smart and interesting too. And of course, here at the hotel, they had a few things on display from the movie and about the movie, and they had some other items just from guests that have been here over the years. And yeah, lots of people kind of hanging out, plenty of places to sit and enjoy a coffee or a drink. And there was kind of a little coffee shop we stopped at. They had some treats. We did buy a cookie. It was some sort of a protein cookie. I didn't look at the price until after we had left. $12. and they had bottles of bourbon that were exclusive to the hotel. I think they were around $100 a bottle. It's if you know about bourbon, it's that's probably, yeah. There you go. That's probably the going rate on some bourbon, depending on what it is. I didn't. I got a buddy who's into bourbon, and I know he's paid more for bottles, but I'm not a bourbon person myself. A few more pictures of the hotel, and again, it is very pretty. Lots of places to hang out. I guess, if you don't want to pay the $12, but you still want to see the Grand, if you take one of the carriage rides through the island, if you're walking around, if you're bicycling, you're going to see it from the outside. You can experience quite a bit of it, just so you know. And there's some stuff on Christopher Reeves and Jane Seymour in their movie. I did read a book. Oh, there's that great painting. I did read a book while we were on the island. I actually bought it at one of the bookstores. It's called Somewhere in Crime. It's fiction, but it's about a young boy on the island while the filming of the movie is going on, and he's trying to solve a crime, and his mom ends up working for the production company. I love that trading card, by the way. It was a Superman trading card signed by Christopher Reeves. That's pretty darn cool. And his mom ends up working for the production company. He's involved to an extent. It's a really cute story. I mean, it's not a kid's book. It's an adult novel. But it was just kind of a fun thing to read. They sell it at all the bookstores, and it was something very appropriate to read while on Mackinac Island. And there's a whole little room here devoted to the movie and to the history of the hotel. And some old pictures of some old postcards. I love old postcards, and they had some of them displayed here at the hotel. I will say I did notice we were kind of standing at the front of the hotel, and there was a little older fella. He actually had a cane going up the stairs, and one of the I guess you would say greeters at the front door asked him if he was a guest. He said yes, and they asked him to show his I guess his key card or whatever. And I guess that would be a bit annoying if I was a guest at a hotel. But yeah, he did, and that was that. If you're spending a lot of money to stay at a hotel, I would almost expect them to memorize my face, so I wouldn't have to go through that hassle. That's just me, though. They have this big inside area, huge, and the color scheme is interesting. There's some artwork through here. There's a restaurant. Again, lots of places to sit. It does have a very old feel to it, and I do like that. I do like that a lot. I will say we stayed at the Mativier Inn. I mentioned that earlier. Very nice bed and breakfast. In fact, by any standard, it's an excellent bed and breakfast. I love bed and breakfasts. It was very cozy. They have just over 20 rooms. Excellent breakfast, excellent service. We stayed there for a fraction of what it would have cost to stay at the Grand. We actually priced it out, and we were looking at maybe coming over to the hotel and trying to maybe stay one night at the Grand. And just as we budgeted stuff out, we realized, we could do this, do that. We ended up staying at the Mativier for 3 nights. Very good value, very cozy. We were very impressed with the Mativier. There is another large hotel over at Mission Point, and we went over there. It was very nice, very cozy, not crowded at all. And when and if we come back to the island, I want to go and spend some more time over there. It just was really neat. Love this though. I mean, this is spectacular. This is very nice. Just kind of nice looking around. I will say probably my 2 favorite historic hotels that I've ever been to. We've stayed at both. There's the Driscoll in Austin, Texas, and French Lick, Indiana. The West Baden Hotel there near French Lick, Indiana. 2 of my favorite historic hotels. They're over the top. and they are just magnificent. And every time I've been to both, we've had excellent service. And yeah, those are just probably two of my favorite hotels. Just thought I'd throw that out there. I love historic hotels that have a lot going for them. And yeah, in my head, every time I go to a historic hotel, I compare them to those two hotels. And of course, here's the famous huge porch. If you sit in one of those rockers, somebody will come along and offer to, they kind of have wait service, so you can get a drink while you sit and enjoy the view. And they have little carriages going back and forth from the hotel down to the main kind of shop area. And again, just a couple of views from that big porch. Swimming pool down there. Yeah, great views. I mean, you can't deny that at all. And there is a lot to see here with their pool, their gardens. We'll walk down in a little bit and kind of go through the gardens and get a better look back at the hotel. But yeah, you see the pool. There's the porch again. The porch is something special. It's kind of neat, just looking at the porch and being on the porch. Flowers everywhere. And Mackinac Island. Oh wow, yeah, look at that. Mackinac Island is it's something special. It's very unique. I don't know what to compare it to. We have traveled a lot, and this is just something all to itself. I know it's on a lot of people's bucket lists, and a lot of people just haven't made it up here yet. We planned on coming up here the year before in 2023. We were in the area in early May, and the weather was terrible. We actually saw snow, and we were going to come over to the island just for a day, but we called one of the bookstores on the island, and they told us, yeah, things aren't going to be open, the carriages aren't going to be out, and they basically told us, it'd probably be better not to bother. And we appreciated them saying that. We spent an extra day in Petoskey. By the way, I love Petoskey. That's one of my favorite towns. Oh, and by the way, we are now at the Jockey Club restaurant. It's right outside of the Grand Hotel. There's the menu. And we did have a very nice meal here. They had cute glasses, cute salt and pepper shakers. Just a nice place. And every time they brought something out, it was a little bit of a presentation. This was a very enjoyable meal. And being that it's outside, I don't think you have to have paid your $12 to go there. I think you could probably go there and eat, even if you haven't checked into the hotel in any sort of way. Yeah, and then we got some pictures there. There's the pepper shakers. Had that cute logo on the side. And the glasses were cute too, with their little Jockey Club logo. Inside there is a gift shop. I was hoping to find maybe some stickers or even those salt and pepper shakers. They didn't have them. In fact, they had a lot of very pricey stuff. They didn't have stuff that just the average person might want to take home. I'm a postcard kind of guy. Postcards, patches, stickers, and yeah, they kind of neglected some of that stuff. But the again, the glasses, the salt and pepper shakers, they were all kind of cute here, and I admired that. And we did have very, very enjoyable meals here. And yeah, I would go back here to eat again. It was very nice. In fact, my wife had a hamburger. I had kind of a French dip sandwich, and we ate about half, then swapped them. And I enjoyed both of them. They were both really good. Yeah, and here's a look. We walked down these elaborate stairs, went through the gardens, went by the pool. Yeah, they had this little chess set up, and these guys were playing a giant game of chess and looking at the hotel. Great spot for some photo ops. So we took some photos here. Anyway, if you've been to the Grand Hotel, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the service and just the vibe here. We enjoyed it. We enjoyed it a lot. I don't want to sound like we didn't enjoy it, because we sure did.